Alrighty, this is a discussion about the themes and story elements of the game Stray Cat Crossing. Leave now to avoid spoilers, yo! Alrighty, so I'm focusing this video on making sense of the ending, which many people found confusing. I'm focusing because this video would be way too long if I talked about every theme, symbol, and reference the game hints at. From what we learn in the attic, Cat is in her mid-20s at the start of the game. She's struggling with horrible past trauma that has led her to repress the memories of her loved ones. Cat blames herself personally for the accidental death of Benjamin, her father, and Rose, her mother, 15 years ago. Benjamin is kind and loves to get Cat presents. One of those presents was a scarf. Rose loves to garden, but is struggling from severe mental illness. Cat felt very uncomfortable about the soon-to-be-born twins, overhearing her parents saying there wouldn't be room for her. Cat's resentment leads her to blame the twins for her mother's deteriorating condition. The combination of all these stresses leads Cat to run away from home. While running, Cat comes across a blind boy named Milton and his seeing-eye dog Sebastian, who are, by coincidence, out looking for a cat. It is at this moment that Cat's parents, who are belligerently driving, accidentally crash the car, killing Benjamin, Rose, Milton, Sebastian, and both of the unborn twins. Stray Cat Crossing plays by moving from basement to garden to attic, confronting the memories and the souls of the twins, the mother and father, and finally Milton. The basement is dedicated to the memory of the twins, who by their dialogue hint that Cat never had the chance to know them. The basement is highly resemblant of the place the twins died, inside of their mother's womb. The symmetry of the map in the basement could be compared to the female reproductive system, with the side rooms as ovaries. You even get an egg from one of the side rooms and give life to a bird in the other. You finish the area finding out about the death of the babies who never got a chance to live, and run away from a giant baby demon. The second area is much more complex than the first. This area is dedicated to the mother. The mother revealed she had a mental illness so severe that she needed a doctor, Dr. Faust. Her illness is never given a name, but we can determine it is likely a form of dementia, as she has trouble remembering and comments, "My head feels like it's full of worms." People with dementia have a difficult task of keeping track of time, and the garden is made difficult by the constant obstruction of clock hands. Anyway, we find our memory of Mom as a giant caterpillar undergoing metamorphosis, wearing a no mask, but also meet a memory of Mom as the Sphinx. This entire area is a play on the mother's favorite story about the ram and the sheep. The boy guarding the maze is likely the twin brothers, as the favorite food of the ram in the first area was conjoined hearts. Both mothers have lost their children. The child both mothers refer to is likely Cat, as when the Sphinx devours the red love larva, she remembers who Cat is, but doesn't recognize the older cat in front of her. The third area is dedicated to Benjamin. Here, monster actors play out the memories Cat repressed from her trauma in the form of acts. We learn that Benjamin, Rose, and the twins are upset because Cat needs to remember them and understand that they do not blame her for their deaths. The most important thing about this area is that we cannot progress until the clock is fixed. As soon as the clock is fixed and Cat remembers everything, she's escorted out of the house by Milton. The images we see as we leave the house are the spirits and memories no longer bound by time, and are much happier. Okay, finally. The car at the very end can easily have a mixed meaning. The first is catharsis. Cat worked through her memory of the twins, the memory of her mother, her memory of her father, and finally can directly deal with her trauma, seeing her family die in the car crash. Unfortunately, this probably means that Cat is unable to get over this memory. As soon as she sees the car, we are prompted to start the game over again. And where does the game start? In the middle of the field, right next to the road. Honestly, the ending that I prefer is definitely that Cat looked at the flaming car and she's able to face her trauma, and that's her coming to peace with the pains of her past. But it would definitely be a giant coincidence then that she starts in the field right next to where someone might have lost their memory and is starting to remember everything again. That's my take anyway. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.